What you got, Paul? Hello?
I'm sorry. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
I'm sorry. Yes, I was wondering, in the beginning of your show when you open up, you have this sounds like a black person doing the opening for you, and I heard him on the steam cleaning commercial.
Oh, are you referring to the Reverend Shirley Q. Liquor?
Yeah, so whoever it may be.
Yeah, sir, if you could show some respect, that's the Reverend Shirley Q. Liquor.
Oh, okay, sure.
Okay, I wouldn't call you by any name other than Paul.
Okay. Now, Shirley Q. Liquor, okay, fine, okay. But my point is, I noticed that the sound of the voice there and the sound of the words that he's pronouncing doesn't sound very professional to me. And I'm wondering, is there a joke or something going on about that? What is the issue in that area? Because he doesn't sound...
I wouldn't assume that the way you talk is a joke. I don't think it's nice to say the way someone else is.
Yeah, but...
You know, not everybody has the same diction, elocution, accent, delivery, but I think we communicate in our own ways.
Okay. Does that sound professional to you?
When you say professional, what does professional mean? I mean, somebody might say that you don't sound professional. I guess we all have our own way of communicating. I don't know that it matters. We're all humans at heart. We're all children of God.
Yeah, well, in all honesty, I think if you really be honest with yourself, I think that you're doing that because I think that you're really making fun of the way you think black people talk. And I think if you really be honest, that's what it's all about. Because you don't have to go get a black minister from anywhere to do a steam clean commercial and open up with you. I think the joke is that the way he's talking. Now, if you want to be honest, go ahead and be honest.
Sir, I don't know why you think you need to be the truth serum for me. Why don't you be honest and say that that's what you believe is happening instead of assuming that I take on the characteristics you do, dishonest as they may be?
Yeah, well, I'm not dishonest at all because I noticed the way that the gentleman talks, and I noticed the verbs he's splitting, the words he's saying, and I know for a fact that it's not genuine. You're getting a kick out of that, and I think it's unfair. And I think.
Well, who is it unfair? Paul, let me ask you a question. So you think that style of speaking, as you refer to it, is representative of some particular group? But if I were to say that he called in and talked like this, who would you think I was talking like?
Now, that's precisely my point. Why don't you ever use somebody that talk like you just said? Never heard you do that, Michael. Why don't you do that?
You know what would be better, Paul? Why don't you do a show and have somebody do that? That'd be awesome. I'd tune in every day.
No, you know why I wouldn't do that? Because I just want to say this one thing to you. I'm around a bunch of professional people, and
what does professional people mean? What does that mean? What is you're around professional people?
Well, I'll put it this way. Maybe I'm using the word professional wrong.
Are you talking about hookers? What are you talking about?
I'm around people that don't talk bad about people. They respect everybody. I always remember that when President Bush could not say nuclear, I've never, ever heard any other radio stations or anybody putting him down or trying to make fun of him because he could not say that word correctly.
Well, let me say this, Paul. If you respect everybody, then you respect nobody. Your respect has no meaning. If respect is sprinkled around equally, then you do not respect. That's a totally different. You don't understand the concept. Respect is not something you can offer to every individual. Otherwise, it's not an honor to have your respect. And I think what you mean to say is you don't want to have fun, you don't want to laugh, you can't poke fun at anyone else, because deep down, you can't poke fun at yourself, Paul. What you're really expressing to me is not about the Michael Berry Show or Shirley Q. Liquor or anybody. What you're telling me is you walk around in a state of insecurity and fear and self-loathing all day. And I'm not mad at you for that. I will pray for you for that. But I would tell you there is a peace that comes with understanding who you are. And you don't need my show for that. You don't need anyone else. And I'm going to tell you something, Paul. I could sit on the rooftops and scream that you're a horrible person, and I could never hurt you if you could learn to love yourself. But you are a long way from that, Paul. You're a long way from that.
I really think that you are, because I would never, ever get on the radio and put people down the way you do. You're the one that's very insecure, and I don't know why they gave you the radio station, because you talk about people so bad. I'll be wondering, why did you put people down so much?
Well, Paul, let me tell you why they gave me the show. Because just as you listen, so do other people.
You put people down all the time, Michael. And I think
Paul, I do not put people down. I lift people up. I'm trying to lift you up. Truth be told, I'm trying to give you some good life advice that nobody's ever given you. I'm trying to teach you to love yourself. Today is the opening of Whitney Houston's Sparkle. So I'd like to quote a line. Learning to love yourself is the greatest love of all, Paul.
You just lied because you said, do you lift up Sheila Jackson Lee?
What do you mean lift up? Again, I'm trying to teach Sheila Jackson Lee the error of her ways. She's a terrible bully, Paul, and you don't care about the people she bullies, and that's fine because you think black people should be allowed to bully other black people, but guess what? I don't, because I believe everybody deserves fairness, not respect. Everybody deserves fairness, and Sheila Jackson Lee's a bully. And you either know that and choose to look away because you admire and respect her because she hates white people, or you don't know that, in which case you're very ignorant on this subject. You should not hold forth on subjects about which you know nothing.
Mr. Michael Berry, I just want to let you know real quick that I am not a Democrat and I'm not a conservative.
Paul, it doesn't matter if you are. My parents are Democrats. You're still a child of God, Paul. The point is not politics. The point is, why are you so angry? Why are you so frustrated? Why are you so insecure that you care what I think and what I say? That's what I'm curious to learn.
Why? You know why? Because I feel like you and the Joe Pags and all of the Rush Limbaughs.
No, Paul, I'm just me, Paul. You know what? I'm not going to compare you to Al Sharpton or Jesse Jackson or anybody else that you may have other things in common. I'm just me. So if you have a comment about me, feel free to say it. I tell you what I'm going to do, Paul. I'm going to do a favor for you. I am going to, at the opening of the next segment, I am going to play one of my favorite Shirley Q. Liquor segments. And I want you to listen in. And I want you to ask yourself deeply, is this truly insulting anyone? Is this putting anyone down? Or is this having good old-fashioned fun? Is this what life should be about? Is this all of us laughing together and creating a sense of community by tearing down the barriers that may separate us, like the inability to conjugate the be verb or dropping G's at the end of a word, which many cultures do? What I'm trying to do is bring people together, Paul. Now, are you with us or are you against us? I want you to stay tuned in. I want you to listen. I want you to be able to laugh with us. You see what I'm saying, Paul? I pray for you, brother. I really do. I pray for you. Love yourself.